Today in my garage we're installing the Goldwing power folding mirrors from ATLBIK. Alright guys, welcome back to this brand new episode of In My Garage. Hope you're all doing well. Well, a few weeks ago I was looking on YouTube and I saw that Max McAllister from Traction Dynamics was installing a new product on the market, which was the Goldwing folding powered mirrors. And Max is very picky when he chooses stuff to install. So I said to myself, if he thinks it is good, it's probably good for me. So I reached out to ATLBIK on AliExpress, and they rapidly sent me a box with those power folding mirrors, which we'll be installing today. So let's see what we have in the box. All right, so we got the two power motors that we have to install in our stock mirrors, and you got two smaller lever, one for the brake, one for the clutch. Mine is on DCT, so I'm only going to be using one, because if you turn your handlebars to the left and your mirrors are folding, you will accidentally press on the brake, and it can result in a you can fall down, or your bike might be in an awkward position. So we have the harness and the control module. So for this installation we have to remove both mirrors, of course, because we have to install the motor inside. And one thing that I found out on Mac's video is you don't need to remove both panels on the side here. You only need to remove one, because the harness and the control module will go underneath here, and you fish a wire that goes and connect to the second powered mirror on the right side. First thing you need to do is to remove this plastic cover. Yours might be different because I got the Gold Strike GoPro mount here, and that will reveal two bolts, and you unplug the mirror and it will come out. So there's the two 8mm bolt that holds the mirror into place. Be careful not to drop any bolt into the bike. To remove the side panel, you need to remove this bolt, remove the trim. There's some push pin, and also underneath here there's some Allen bolts and push pin. Like Max said, there's one push pin here, and to access it you have to remove the inner panel. But for the purpose of this installation, you just pull out and the pin will fall down, and it's not very dramatic if you don't replace it. Alright, so the side panel is removed. Now we need to get access to the rear plug in the back to plug this harness. You can't go wrong with those plugs, because they will only fit one way. You see, those are for the powering mirror on each side. There's two, and the other one is really plug and play into those harness. Alright, so I was able to unhook the big plug in the back and the one here, and I just need now to make the connections and to put it all tucked in the inner bike. So now that the plugs are all tucked in, it's time to connect the control module into the harness. There's plenty of space to put the control module into the fairing. To fish the left wires to the mirror, it's very easy. As for the right side, I'm gonna take a big tie wrap and fish it through the front. I will have to remove the center console, and get the wires through here. So I've taped the right side wire to my tie wrap, and now I just need to pull on it and get it through the other side. So the right side wire is fish. I'm not going to remove the center console because my hands are small enough so I can reach inside and tie the wires with tie wrap on the crossbar. Alright, for part 2 we need to install the motor inside the mirror assembly. If you have never taken apart the mirror assembly, it's pretty easy, but I suggest if you want to have more information or more how to do it, look up into my other videos where I install the matte mirror signal lights. Well, this is what it looks like when the motor is inside the mirror assembly. And the last step is to change the OEM front brake lever to a shorter version, so when you turn or you lock your handlebar into place, the mirror won't be touching. The shorter version is made so it doesn't interfere with the folding mirrors. Alright, so now that the new shorter version of the front brake lever is installed, it's time to test it all out. I have to admit that I found the brake lever a bit short, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Alright, so let's try the bike mirrors. Alright, so when you turn off the ignition, the mirrors are folding back inwards. And when you turn on the bike, the mirrors go back into place. If you want the mirror to stay into position when you turn off the bike, you simply have to push down on the windshield button and turn the bike off, just like so. And the mirrors will stay into place. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to remind you that these videos are made for entertainment purposes only. In no way I want to say that I'm a professional or I'm a mechanic or I know everything about Goldwings. I'm just a regular guy who's trying to show you the new products that are available on the market. So if you want to see the long version of this installation with every step-by-step, Max McAllister from Traction Dynamics has made a five-step videos on how to install this with a cameraman following him around, so you see every step of the installation. It's very detailed and it's very easy. It takes about an hour, I would say an hour and a half to install these powered mirror. And if you want to buy them, you go on AliExpress, the famous Chinese sellers website, and you type ATLBIK, that's ATLBIK, and be sure to look for ATLBIK, because I think there's another seller that's selling the same product, but these are made by ATLBIK. So just look at ATLBIK and you can purchase them on AliExpress. It took about a week for me to get them, so very easy. So until next time guys, be safe and ride safely. Cheers.